Hi guys, welcome to Windsor String Works. I'm Mike. Today I'm going to be doing a neck glue up here. I have a 5-piece neck. Got African Padauk for the outsides, American walnut, and African mahogany here. I'm going to try to successfully do a glue up without it sliding all over the place, but hey, if you've ever glued anything that's totally flat and tried to glue more than 2 pieces, well, even 2 pieces, it slides around like crazy. But we're going to give her a go and see what happens here. Oh. What I'm going to use is Titebond Quickset, because hey, why not? Alright, here we go. And I have a bunch of clamps off here to the side, about 12 of them, and I hope if I could open this. Now I'm on camera, so this thing does not want to come open. Ugh. My goodness. I got a pair of needle nose down here. Let's see if this works. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And of course, I have another bottle of this, but I don't know exactly where it's at. And I don't want to go searching for it. Why? I don't know. Because I'm lazy. Oh! Well, that'd be the reason why. I guess I used this bottle before and don't remember. Alright, here we go. Oh. It's got this little piece of wood I'm going to use to smear it around. Now this neck's going to be for the ebony build I'm doing. I only have the back made. I'll show you that here as soon as I get this glued up. Oh yeah, how much of a mess can we make with the glue? We'll see. I'm going to be doing a 1-piece neck. I'm not going to, well, 5-piece laminate, but I'm not putting a scarf joy in it. I made it tall enough to where I don't need to. Scintillating TV, isn't it? But hey, it's part of the process. We gotta do what we gotta do. Try not to make. I'm gonna try not to have too much glue, because I don't want to affect the integrity of the joint. It won't be 2 pieces of wood together anymore. It'll be 2 pieces of wood stuck to a glue joint. Well, a layer of glue. Alright. But you do want it covered. Should have picked something better to spread this with. Like, I don't know, my finger. This should go off pretty quick. It's only like 70 outside, but it's decently warm in here. Alright. Already is starting to slide around, just as expected. We can do it a little faster. Yeah, we can do it a little faster with our finger. Oh my goodness, we're making a mess. I'm usually not this messy with glue, but it is what it is. It's Titebond, so you can get it off with water. I have absolutely got it everywhere. I feel like a little kid in elementary school playing in the glue. But a good glue joint is preferable, obviously, because we don't want this neck to just implode on itself when it has strings on it. Maybe we can get away with this much. I think we're going to have to add a little more. Not much though. Now it says it only has to be clamped up for 15 minutes. But doing a laminated neck, probably going to let it longer. Okay. Next one. Now, for the Padauk, it's a very oily hardwood. Very oily. You can either put, take like mineral spirits or something, or acetone works well. And rub it down with acetone to get most of the oils out. You'll never get them all. But what I did, I just took some 80 grit sandpaper and roughed up the area. That way the glue has something to grab to. Otherwise it'll delaminate down the road and nobody wants that. I don't want that. Alright, there's that piece. And that piece. Got one hell of a sandwich here. Got some paper towels. A little bit of water. I think I have some water here. A little tiny bit. Uh-oh. Oh, and I didn't bring a spray bottle up. Crap. Because I want to bend the sides while I'm doing this video. Okay. Guess that's not happening. Maybe tomorrow. Bye. Get home in enough time. Okay. Now, time to clamp this puppy up. I'm going to hang a little bit of it off the edge here. Oh yeah. He's a slippery goose here. You don't want to crank her down tight yet. And you're going to work from one end to the other. Because if you go here, here and here, you're most likely going to put some kind of hump in the middle, and you don't want to do that. Even though it is very hard wood, it will still have that effect. And unnecessary stress in the wood. I have about 12 clamps here. Hoping that will be enough. Slippery, slippery, slippery. Ooh. I should have put this clamp down a little closer. I think I have a few other clamps if need be. Actually, move this one more towards the middle. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Let's try to do this as quick as we can. It's 15-minute time to be clamped up. I don't really know what the open time is, but I'm sure it's not all that long. Dripping glue on me. But these are good ones. Jorgensen. I know from Lowe's, but they're really good clamps. Now I did cut this when I cut it. I left it at my house for about a week. Make sure it wasn't going to move. This is when you take a chunk that's pretty big. This thing was, the Padauk was probably like 8 inches wide. And you cut pieces out of it, it tends to want to move. Alright. Now, I'm going to go from one end, try to get it straight as humanly possible. On a good joint. I think I got a crappy clamp here. It used to work. For whatever reason, it's not working now. I got a hammer. Mount it here. Try to knock everything flat. Now, get my little fan out of the way. See all that messy mess. So, we're gonna get some paper towel and some walnut, some water, and clean this splooge out. Better to do this when it's wet, because you try doing it when it's dry, it's just a pain in the butt. See, look, I don't know if you can see that, but it's red. Just from water. It's very oily, the Padauk, but it's very hard wood. Alright, for the rest of this, we're going to use a little chisel, sharp chisel. And my leg on my chair fell off. Hey, try to sit in that one. Use that. Or not, because it's a little too big for what I want. The rest of the chisels at my house for me to sharpen them. I gotta clean my workshop up. I should tidy up as I go, but I find myself wanting to work rather than clean, but you can get more accomplished, they say, with a clean workshop. Yeah. I need to clean, for sure. More water. You see what I'm doing, so I'm just going to do this and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Now, damn camera. Here's my back. I gotta get this wax paper off the back. Doesn't stick if you get it off soon enough. But this has been sitting like this for a little while now. So I am going to use a card scraper. So I gotta sharpen it up a little bit. Which is this guy right here. I already smoothed it out up here and up here. I just got to use this burnisher and roll an edge. Roll a burr, I should say. They say about 3 to 5 degrees. I might go a little steeper. Dog out of the way. I don't want to bust my knuckles on it. So I'm going like this, pushing down pretty hard. Nothing yet. There we go. You'll feel a little burr on the end. Try to roll it over. It's getting there. I'm just resting the handle on my bench and using that. That way I stay consistent across the whole thing. I did the other side. Gotta be careful though, you can cut yourself with these things. It's amazing what this little hook burr can do. It smooths everything out real nice. That's a nice burr. Oh yeah. You can feel it. Hard to see, probably if you had microscope, well not a microscope, but magnifying glass of some kind. think that should do the trick. Let's find out. So all I'm going to do is just work on getting this paper off here, and then we're going to do it like that. I'll move the camera over here. I've got this little wood peg up here. Let's see how good she works. Roll a little bit of paper off there. Try the other side. Put a little bit of a bend into it, and you start getting savings. This way I'm focusing my edge. I mean, it just works lovely. Nice and smooth. You can get a better finish with anything if you have a sharp edge rather than abrasives. Don't get me wrong, sandpaper definitely has its spot, as well as rasps and various other types of abrasive stuff, but man, that card scraper is just a beast. Flip it around. We got the top half off. Flip it around so we can get this way. Now, let's see how good this cuts from that. Not bad. Oh. Trying to get this end down here. Proving to be a little cumbersome. Let's try this little dog down here. Well, we're gonna have to flip it back around. The other edge is better, so you've seen it here first. Things like to take off if you don't have proper work holding. I could have used super glue and masking tape, but I'm hoping this will be alright. Now I'm going to admit, if this is your first time using the card scraper, rolling the burr, work hard in it, and rolling the burr is a little bit of a bear, but keep at it, you'll get it. And once you get it, I'll never be happier. These things are awesome. I was a little intimidated when I first started trying to sharpen one of these things, because I just couldn't get that burr to roll. And then I just kept trying. One day, I rolled a burr. And you only have to work hard at one time. And that's just basically, well, let me finish this and then I'll show you. Get that little nasty spot right there. Alright, well, that's as good as I will end up using sandpaper right there at that end, because I guess it's not totally even right there. Should have this in between two dogs. You know what? I'm going to. There we go. Well, that dog doesn't belong in here. Because I'm not sure. Oh wait, I gotta put one in my drawer here. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, I guess not. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Not a cheap piece of wood by any stretch of the means. Alright, I'm going to get a cord and get my sander and just give this a quick buzz over. I only have one plug, so I have to take turns. When I have different machines running, I have to unplug them and plug them back in. Pain in the butt, but it works. 240, 180, 120. We're going to hit this up with some 120 on the random orbiter. Alright, time to mix these. Alright, so I've noticed this side is thinner than this side, so I'm going to get some super glue and masking tape, taper down to the bench, and then I'm going to get my plane, level this side down. Now, if you don't know about this trick, this is awesome. Take strip of masking tape here. Measure it to them. Oh, sorry guys. Measure it to them. Glue extending both sides, extending past the upper belt. Tape it down. Same thing at the bottom. Tape it down. Bring your piece back over here. Now you do want to burnish this down. Now line your piece up. Stick her on there. It's way better than double-sided tape. It doesn't leave residue. Stick her down. I burnish it down with the bottom of my glue bottle. If you don't burnish it down, you run the risk of it popping up when you're trying to do what you're trying to do. Alright. Stick some super glue. Not much, just a little small bead. Alright, take some, let me move this fan, it's blowing on me. Accelerator. Accelerator on the other side of the tape here. Now, try to line them up. You don't want super glue on the wood. I misaligned that pretty bad, but it's not going to be on the wood. So it's this side here. I want to take my plane. Oh my goodness. I gotta get a camera. Using the phone. It's alright, but I'd much rather have a camera. Now I'm going to grab a number 5. One of them anyway. Number 5 Stanley. Wow, they're all Stanley. Oh yeah, I turned it the wrong way. That's loose. That should not be loose. These are all freshly sharpened. Just go until it pops out. A little bit. So we don't want to take off big chunks. Just starting out little by little each time. Oh my goodness. Oh. A little crooked there, I'd straighten the blade out. Not much. Okay. Planing 101 here. To plane, if you've never used a plane before, start off with your weight on the knob in the front. Make your cut, go to about middle way, transfer the weight to the back. Okay, I call that good enough. Yeah. All right. Get out the sander. Switch to a 180. Alright, next on the block, alright, my hair's all messed up. Next up I'm going to make some braces for this vac, cut them up on the bandsaw, which I'm not going to show because, well, my bandsaw is old and noisy, but man, I upgraded it with some Carter bearings, top and bottom. Boy, does she cut nice. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. We'll be back. Alright, I wasn't going to record this, but yeah, why not? So, I'm taking about 307 thousandths from my thickness of my back bracing. I have this little skinny thing cut out to go down the seam, and 307. Find my pencil. Oh, right underneath my arm. Okay. I'm just going to put a mark there. I put 3 marks. Try to get my hands out of the way, but I guess that's probably not going to happen. Alright, I got this piece of aluminum stock. Oh hell. I'm an idiot. I put them on the wrong side. Oh boy. Same deal. I already have it set, so set it and forget it. Now, once I draw this line, I am going to take it over to my planer because, or my joiner, I'm sorry. Because even though I know my cut was pretty straight, it's probably not as straight as I think. So, let's go over here, guys. Let's see if I can get it in back here. Let's see. Now plug her in. I would do this by hand, but I have an electric planer. I could call it a planer. I do have one of those, but this is a joiner. Flat piece from which to cut our stuff works good. Gotta be careful, don't break it. That would be bad. You get a purchase point on it. Pull up a little bit. Be careful. Definitely gotta be careful here. Definitely gotta be careful. Now, let's see if I can find something flat. This roller might work. Just to get under there so I don't break a piece. I'll be very upset if I do that. Stuck too good. I put a little too much glue on there. Okay. Whew. I was wondering, man. See? I missed it a little bit with the super glue. That's okay. with the grain, I'm just getting some of the leftover glue here. Alright, that'll work. Now, cut this bad boy to size here. Cut it a little bit longer, and then we'll go back through. Alright, I'm going to cut this. I'll trick myself first with thread cutting saw. Here. Pretty simple. Mark. Cut. Oh, squeaky, I need to get some wax. Alright, that's a little precarious. That thing is starting out. Maybe we can use it here. Go with this this Japanese. Alright, that's a shit right there. Okay, now. So that's there. Make sure we got the right side. We don't. We need this side. Okay. Now, gotta cut our braces, and then we have to radius them because the back is going to have a 15-foot radius on it. And that's pretty much just grab a 15-foot in diameter beach ball, drop it in the sand, and the little dip that it makes is a 15-foot radius. Or 30 foot in diameter, I'm sorry. Just use the square, do it the smart way. Okay guys, that's it for me. I got to get home, wifey needs to go to the store and all that. So thanks for watching. If you want to see more, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. This is Mike. This has been Windsor Stringworks. Alright, have a blessed day.